Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to make another 2 Mother Day cards, and we're going to use this Concord and Ninth stamp and the Prima Rose Quartz. I'm using a sheet from the I think it's the A4 paper pad, and the stamp set from Concord and Ninth is called the Happy Word stamp set. I've used a sentiment on the inside with that, and the other one that we're using right here is the Wildflower stamp set. And what I'm doing is I'm using the Misty, laying out my flowers and leaves that I want to use on the top and the bottom, and I'm using them to really frame where the sentiment's going to go. So I'm going to stamp the flowers first. We're going to take our EK Success tool, which you can also get in the shop, and just dust the vellum with the powder so that way no fingerprints or oils will stick. And then we're just going to use up use one of the, what is that called? Not dye. I'm using VersaFine. I don't think that one's in the shop, but you can also use Memento Luxe. It works the same way, where it stays wet a little bit longer, and then you can use your embossing powder on it. Or if you just got the oxide inks, you can emboss with those as well. Alright, and once we get the embossing powder poured on, we're going to go ahead and heat that up. And we're going to do it one more time, okay? And the embossing powder I'm using is the clear from Nuvo. And I really like this powder. I think their containers are so cute, and I love how they use the same or similar style for each of their products. Love it. And with using the Misty, it allows us to stamp twice, so we get nice crisp black images. And then the clear embossing powder will make it nice and shiny, and it'll make it a vibrant look. And we're going to do the same thing with the sentiment, or the Mother's Day message that we're going to put on the front. But the sentiment is a foam stamp, and the flowers were all clear. So with the foam stamp, I'm actually going to use a Stamp-A-Ma-Jig, and I believe the Stamp-A-Ma-Jig is in the shop as well. Most people may have seen this one or used this one in the past. The Misty is just another kind of style or version of this. It's a little bit better because you can use clear stamps. You can use your foam stamps on the Misty as well. It just takes a little bit of maneuvering. I like the Stamp-A-Ma-Jig because once I line it up, I move that piece out of the way, making sure to leave the green piece there, so that way when we press down, it stamps exactly where we've lined it up with the clear square image. And we're going to do it one more time. Powder down, take the image, we're going to line up our piece right here, make sure I get it exactly where I want it. Then we're going to place the green piece and press down. And you get your image in the same spot every time. As long as you don't move your hand that's holding the green piece, then your stamp will go in the same spot, just as if you had it in the Misty tool where you were pressing down the lid multiple times. Alright, so once we heat those up, we're going to go ahead and continue to put them together. Now I've already pre-cut my mat and the pattern paper we're going to use, and the card itself is 5x7. So the mat I cut at 6 and 7/8 and 4 and 7/8, and then the top piece I cut at 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And what I was showing you there is we have by Kaiser Craft in the shop these they're almost like emery boards. They're just bigger squares, and whenever you have like any type of not a smooth cut, but it's almost like little, what are they called? Like little cotton balls or whatever from it not cutting smooth. You can take that emery board and rub it against the edge, and it can do one of two things. It'll make it nice and clean and smooth. It can also distress, and there's 4 different courses on this one block, so it's really nice to have. I've been digging it. Okay, so right now we're putting holes into the front of the card, and that's how we're going to attach the vellum piece. So at the top and the bottom you have 2 of the brads, and the brads that I'm using have like a rose gold look, which I thought would go great with the rose quartz paper line. And to attach it, we're going to use our 3M foam tape. I got my roll in the boutique. It comes in a really big size, and I actually need to get another one ordered because I'm getting low, and I always start to panic when it gets low. I'm like, oh my god. But I like to use a lot of it, and I only do it because I want everything to be even, and I don't want you to press on a certain spot and like the whole card dips. So that's why I put down as much as I did, and it's such a big card. So we're going to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to use the Tim Holtz ruler. And what I like is it has the holes on the one end, and you can see the everything tool, it goes right in the holes. So if you're a person who likes order and you want precise measurements, then you can use your Tim Holtz ruler to get the holes exactly where you want it. So that's what I'm doing here, making sure to go in the same distance on each side of our vellum piece. And I think I only went in like a 1/4 inch. And by doing it in the same line and holding it still, then your brads actually line up as well. So with this one, we're going to do the same thing with the foam tape. I want to just lay that down, and then we'll go ahead and get that attached to its card base. And then once we get this attached, really the cards are done as far as the front. I'm not going to show on camera the inside of the cards, but I am showing you here. I just created another black mat and a white piece to go on the inside, same sizes as the front covers, so that way the card itself has really good weight to it. And all those products, the paper pad, the tools that I showed you, even the stamp set, all from Scrapping With Me Boutique. Okay, you guys, I'm telling you, you would love these products. And Concord and Knife, they stamped beautifully. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the very end, I will make sure that the last 3 technique videos are included here. And please keep an eye out, because before the end of this week, I will be having a haul video pop up showing my last 2 hauls, because I got 2 kind of back to back, and I haven't had a chance to share them with you guys yet. So thank you guys so much, and have a great day.